This video is for Autism Backpack Essentials for Back to School in 2020. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the 5 top things that your child should have in their backpack. Let's just talk about backpacks in general for a second. These are things that I think that your child should have in their backpack throughout the school year. It's not necessarily specific to the beginning of the school year, but sometimes these things are needed even more in the beginning of the school year when transitions are hardest. My first item on the list of essential needs is a comfort item. My son loves taking something with him to school every day. He rides a bus to school, and this really helps him with the transition from home to the bus and from the bus to the school, and he keeps it in his backpack once he's at school, because that's the rule, is that he keeps it in the backpack unless it's recess or break time. But he takes usually a cuddle toy. He is obsessed with cuddle toys. He has like 100. I don't even know how many he has. He just has a lot. Like, he has a nest of them in his bed, and he kind of switches out which one he wants to take with him from day to day. But we let him take one comfort item with him in his backpack, and this really helps keep him calm and regulated and gives him the comfort that he needs when he's feeling a little stressed out. So it's a great strategy. It could be anything from a small blankie, a small cuddle toy. It could be a little toy that they're obsessed with that really helps them to like be happy and calm. Just something that brings a little bit of joy to them. You know your child best, so you'll probably know what that object is for them. Item number 2 should be a change of clothes. I would say that this is a good general rule of thumb, at least through elementary school. Mainly right now I'm talking about elementary school age children, but this list of things could apply to older children as well. But if your child is still having toilet issues, for sure there needs to be a spare pair of clothes in there. Even if they don't have toilet issues, it can happen sometimes on the off day. If they didn't make it to the bathroom or they were nervous about asking, they can sometimes have an accident, and then it's good to have that extra clothes for them. Or maybe they get dirty and then they don't like the feeling of it. So it's just a good idea to have an extra pair of clothes, because you just don't know what might happen at school. And then that way it keeps your child prepared, and they won't get upset, and they'll know that they have something they can change into if something happens or they're just uncomfortable with what they chose for the day. Item number 3 for your child's backpack is some sort of fidget toy or chewable jewelry or chewable pen. Basically something to help them with their sensory needs, whether it's they like to chew on things, so then you have a chewable item that they can chew on when they feel a little like stressed out or they just want to find comfort in it, or a fidget toy if they just like to fidget with something that helps them keep focus. Just be sure to check with your child's school with the fidget toys, because some of them don't allow spinners, but they will allow other items. So just double check what's allowed and what's not allowed, but these things can be a great coping mechanism for your child. My 4th item that I suggest is something for recess time, especially if your child is high functioning and they're in a regular school, but they have an assistant or they have a helper. Having them take an item for recess, such as a card game, a board game, some sort of game that they could play with other kids. It helps open up social interactions for them with other children and helps them to have a better recess, and it also just gives them something that they enjoy to do and they can be happy about and share. Item number 5. Okay, so for item number 5, I put a snack, and the reason I put this is because a lot of kids with autism have dietary issues, whether it's they're a picky eater or they like to eat more than average because of their sensory needs and their sensory inputs and outputs. One of my children specifically struggles with food. He's a very picky eater. He doesn't have a lot of appetite during the day because of his medication. And so sometimes I just like to put an extra snack in there that I know he's gonna eat no matter what, just to get him some extra calories. But also sometimes it's a nice like reward for them, and they get really excited about it. It just helps make their day a little nicer. I think it's just a little bit of a nice thing and something that can help your child during their day, and to have a snack that they can nibble on and feel like they have something special for the day. And now I'm gonna give you guys a bonus tip. So my bonus tip is occupational therapy items. These items are things like a pencil grip. It could be a cushion for their chair to help with their energy or balance. An example of this is my son has a trouble with keeping his energy levels up, so it's very hard to keep him motivated, and by having a cushion where he's feeling his movement constantly, it kind of helps keep his arousal and energy level higher. And something like this can really help him when he's struggling in the classroom. You can always ask your occupational therapist if there's one of these items that might help your child at school, because they would probably know best which item might help. Kids with autism tend to generally struggle with attention and handwriting and concentration. So anything that will help your child in those 3 areas is going to be a winner. Question of the day. What's in your child's backpack? What are your child's essential needs for school? Be sure to let me know below in the comments. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you can see the rest of the back to school series, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. See you next time. Bye.